Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Thank you for joining me today because we're going to be making a special little recipe and it's called Tastiest Omelette Bites Ever. You know, something like the ones that you would get at Tim Hortons, only I think these are even better. I made my own version of that. These are an easy way to get kids to eat their protein, but they're also a very good choice for hors d'oeuvres or appetizers. And I'll show you how to make two types of them, one with egg yolks and one with egg whites. So it sounds good, right? Start by greasing a few muffin tins with a little bit of butter and cutting some strips of parchment paper for easier removal. And yeah, the strips that I'm putting in are about 2 inches wide by maybe 5 inches long. Okay, so we're going to start to make the omelettes now. We'll go ahead and have 2 bowls available, one for the egg yolks and one for the egg whites. And for this recipe, you'll need 3 egg whites, and for the yolks, you'll need 1 whole egg and 3 egg yolks. So nothing gets wasted. Now the next ingredient is what I believe adds a whole lot of flavor to these. So we'll take a tablespoon of butter, melt it in a medium-sized frying pan, and we'll finely chop some sweet onion, so about a half a cup of sweet onion, and fry them until they're golden brown. And I use a bit of a spatula to turn them back and forth so that they brown evenly. And when they're done, the onions should turn a little bit translucent. Now then take your onions and you add half of it to the egg yolks and the other half to the egg whites. So roughly a quarter a cup of fried onions to each of them. Now for the egg whites, we're going to be adding a little bit of chopped spinach or romaine lettuce, whichever is your choice, whatever you have around. I'm doing romaine lettuce today, and I'll add a quarter of a cup of finely chopped romaine lettuce, and only add this to the egg whites. I find egg whites can be kind of bland, so this actually adds a lot of flavor, and it also helps to make it look more appetizing. Once it is cooked, of course. Okay, back to the egg yolks. We'll add a little bit of fried bacon and we'll crumble that up into small little pieces. And I added probably about a good quarter of a cup of crumbled bacon. And I suppose you could use bacon bits as well, but I like the real bacon cooked up fresh. Now add a quarter of a teaspoon of salt to the egg whites and an eighth of a teaspoon of salt to the egg yolks. And then a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper to both of them. I use a fork to whisk the ingredients together really well. Now I added about a teaspoon of parsley to the egg yolks, and also a tablespoon of heavy cream. I added that to the egg yolks, and mixed that together until it's well combined. I didn't add any parsley to the egg whites, I only added a teaspoon of milk to those. The egg white mixture would be probably better for those who are a little calorie conscientious, but they're both going to be bursting with flavor. You'll need your oven preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and you have your pans all prepared, ready to go, and you just pour your mixture in about halfway up each muffin cup. Depending on the size of your eggs, you should have enough for about 4 or 5 of each of these omelettes. And I used large eggs today, and I'm only doing a small batch because I only needed so many today. But if you wanted to make it a lot more, it's easy to double the recipe or triple the recipe or whatever you like. So just take your recipe and multiply it by however many times you need more of. Place them in a 375 degree oven on the middle rack and time it to check on them in about 12 minutes, but it might take 15 to 20 minutes to be completely set. They should be set and lightly browned. And don't forget, they'll continue to set while they're cooling down. Alright, so we can go ahead and remove them from the pans. Check this out, it's pretty easy. I think parchment paper is a baker's best friend. It not only makes it easier to remove things from the pan, but also for easier cleanup. So there you have egg yolk omelettes and egg white omelettes. And if you want them to look more appealing, put a little happy face on them. Your kids will love you for that. And of course I'm just using a little bit of ketchup for that. Now, we didn't put any cheese in it, but you can finely shred some cheddar cheese and sprinkle that over the top if you like. I think they're best served hot out of the oven, but you can eat them when they cool off as well, and they still taste very good. And just a quick note to remind you that my first cookbook is available on Amazon, and I have left a quick link in the description below this video. Thanks for watching this video all the way through, and for giving it a thumbs up and commenting in the comment section, and also for your subscriptions. This really helps the channel to keep going. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, happy eating! Ba, ba, da, ba, ba.